All right, let me now introduce a very special guest, Wayzata High School basketball star and now state champion, Jackson McAndrew. How are we doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. So I guess we'll kind of start there. Obviously, a few weeks ago, you guys win the 4A state championship. I guess it was kind of your, not necessarily your breakout moment in Minnesota high school basketball, but like obviously the casual high school basketball fans got to know you a little more with great performances on TV. Like kind of how was that whole experience for you? You guys obviously knock off Park Center in the championship. You have 25 and 9. Um, had a nice battle with Nolan Winter in the semifinals. How happy were you with how that all went, I guess?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it felt like a movie. Um, it was just so surreal. Like it's so processing it right now. But yeah, going like the semifinal game, like we were up 20 at one point, and then one of our main guy goes down, one of the guys we love and really care about, and obviously a big part of our team, and that kind of shifted things. They came back, and then we
Yeah.
Hayden had a huge shot at the end of the game there to win it for us. And then yeah, the championship, like you said, coming in, we down that guy Spencer Hall, who was a big part, and yeah, we knew we needed to step up, and we did that. Our team did, I did, and yeah, I got the job done. It's just amazing how it ended.
Yeah. And then you obviously have the viral clip
Hmm.
that goes viral going coast to coast with kind of the Euro move at the hoop. Uh I guess how kind of weird was that seeing your video get like 500,000 views on Twitter and did you get any people like reach out to you or anything?
Yeah, my phone was going crazy after the game.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I got in the moment, I didn't really think I did. It was a nice play. Like I knew
Yeah.
it's pretty special, but I didn't know it was gonna blow up like that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So really Wayzata's kind of turned into one of the more like consistent 4A programs in recent years. Kind of I guess what's your relationship with your head coach and kind of why do you think you guys have obviously you're only a junior, but even in years past, it seems like Wayzata's kind of always in the mix in 4A. Why do you think there has been able to find so much success, I guess, as a program?
Yeah, Schneider does a great job with the program. He's brought it to new levels. I have a great relationship with him, and um, yeah, he's done a great job. We always preach working hard and playing good defense. That's kind of what we try to have our identity with is playing hard on defense and playing good defense, and then obviously just moving the ball on offense and sharing it and just really gluing together as a team and coming together to win those games.
Yeah. So now obviously your high school season's done. I'm always, I guess, kind of interested. How quick is the turnaround to AAU? You're obviously played with Howard Pulley last year on the EYBL circuit. Kind of when is your first tournament and how quick do you, I guess, turn around in that aspect?
Yeah, it's very quick. So we have practices pretty much right away. I think our first tournament's in Iowa this next weekend. Because yeah, it always starts quick because Minnesota is always one of the last state tournaments to end.
Yeah.
So usually other states will get a little break, but we kind of go right into it.
Yeah. What do you think the biggest difference is playing high school basketball for was that why is that compared to Howard Pulley on the EYBL circuit?
I would say the teams that we play on the OIBL circuit are probably more skilled. They have just the athleticism and speed of the game too. Like I noticed the pace is higher than the high school game, and there's a little more skill involved because we're playing obviously players that are going college places high level,
Yeah.
and athleticism is very high as well.
Yeah. So obviously in basketball, a lot of people talking about how in the NBA level, a lot of people sit out. And I feel like that almost kind of starts with guys your age, how you're playing so much basketball. Like you just finished your season and now you're gonna be playing basketball all summer. Obviously, as a high school kid, you don't feel anything on your body and you can play 12 games in a day and you probably won't be that tired. Do you think it's like too much basketball with all the camps, all the AU tournaments, or are you just happy to play?
Yeah, I think it can at times it can be a little much. But I am, yeah, not, like you said, happy to play. But I think it's good to find time to take breaks within it. Like we're on spring break now for high school, so I took this week off and I've let my body recover and get healed up for the season, and then like after AAU as well, there's a pretty good time frame where you can just focus on getting your body right and getting back into good health.
Yeah, I guess what do you like doing off the court when you're not training or practicing? Are you a big video game guy, or I guess what's the hobbies of Jackson McAndrew?
I used to be play video games a little bit. I don't really anymore. I just don't really have time to anymore. But
Yeah,
usually just spending time with friends and family. That's about it.
yeah. Yeah, so I guess you're a very unique player, obviously, with everyone kind of saw in that viral clip that you can handle the ball at such a you have impressive length, you're tall, kind of everything that like the modern basketball game seems like now. How would you describe your game to someone who's never seen you play?
I would say elite shooter. That's probably my calling card. And then I'm a good positional rebounder. I feel like I've really stepped that up this high school season. That's been a point of emphasis for me. So I really stepped that up. And then yeah, like you said, I got a good handle on the ball. Can take my guy off the dribble. I feel like I'm a good defender too. I can guard multiple positions, and I think I'm pretty quick for my size. And then yeah, I'm a high IQ player. Like I see the floor pretty well and able to make those good passes.
Yeah. Are there any guys at the next level that you like watching, modeling your game after?
Yeah, I do. There's I take a lot of things from like Kevin Durant, even like LeBron a little bit, and then another player I've been watching more recently is Laurie Markkinen. Like I see some comparisons between him and me. It's like skill wise and how
Yeah.
he plays. I really like how he plays.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Like, I think anyone who's seen you play, you could, and seen Markkinen play, you could definitely see the similarities between both your guys' games.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I guess, how tall are you, now? Obviously, you're growing, you're still in high school, but, and online, all the listed things are different, but how tall are you now?
6'9".
6'9"?
Hmm.
Were you always, I guess, the tallest guy growing up, like the best athlete in like elementary school and stuff, or did you feel like you developed when you were like in sixth grade or something, or was there like a moment like that for you?
I feel like I was always taller. I wasn't always like the tallest, but then I just kept growing. Like through, I feel like probably ninth grade was probably the biggest jump.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, was there like a moment if it was like in AAU or a high school camp or something where you're like where you realize like you could play at the next level and you obviously have impressive talent of basketball, you kind of were like, dang, I knew I was good, but I didn't know I was this good. Or did you always have that confidence in you that you knew you could play at the next level?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I've always had a lot of confidence in myself. I think I realized that probably last AAU season, just playing, just being able to play with the like kids that we play against that I know have all these offers and they're gonna go play at a high level and being able to play with them and even play better than them sometimes. And yeah, I'd say
Oh,
that.
yeah. Who do you think's the toughest player you've had to play against?
Oh, that's a good one. I would say Dylan Harper, um,
Okay.
from I think he's at New York or New Jersey. I think he
Yeah.
played
Yeah, he's
high
East
school in,
Coast
and
guy.
then yeah, East Coast, and then Tahad Pettiford too.
Yeah. Uh
Yeah,
yeah, I interviewed Daniel Freitag in the summer and he said the same
oh,
guy.
yeah,
Better.
no, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um yeah, so obviously your recruiting's kind of heating up now. Just finished up your junior year. I know Creighton, Iowa, Wisconsin kind of have been the three teams that at least popping up the most. Have there been any teams that have reached out to you since the state tournament run? Kind of, I guess, what does your recruiting look like at this point?
yeah, I've had a couple new schools, so the schools that have offered me have been staying in contact the most, which is
obviously there are way more coaches watching you during the AAU season compared to the
Mhm.
high school season because travel just makes way more sense for all those coaches and recruiters. Like how big of a difference is it between like college coaches reaching out to you during the school year compared to the summer?
That's a huge difference. Yeah, over like last AU season, I heard a lot of
Yeah,
coaches like texting and calling, and then in the high school season, it's slowed down a lot just because they have their teams to focus on, and
yeah.
they're not as worried about recruiting then. So it's quite a big difference. Yeah.
So when you're visiting schools and listening to what these coaches, I guess, pitches to you, what do you look for in like a school that you want to play at?
Yeah, so I look for just relationship with coaching staff and how much do I trust them and things like that. That's gonna be a big part of it. And then obviously just that the people that are there, the like the players and all that. I mean, with the transfer portal, it might be a little harder to tell who's going to be there in the future, but that'll be at play too. And then yeah, just the program itself will be big. The campus, academics, and then yeah, if it's just a winning program, that's a big part too. Just I want to win, so big
Yeah,
part of
would
it.
you say that your the relationship with the coaching staff would probably be the number one thing, or would you say it's location or program or for facilities, anything like that?
Yeah, I would say yeah, coaching staff, the relationship with them would probably be the main thing, if not one of the main things. That'll be very important.
Yeah. So obviously you are one of the best high school players in Minnesota, and you listed all those schools, not the University of Minnesota. Um, do you, I guess, have a reaction to not officially being offered? And does that like motivate you or anything? Or do you just kind of whoever contacts me is who I'm going to be a fan of the most because they were there from day one? Or kind of how do you handle that?
Yeah, it definitely is surprising. I haven't heard from him since last fall. And yeah, it is shocking. Um, so yeah, it does motivate me a little bit. And then yeah, like you said, just be a fan of the ones that reach out the most. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think anyone who's seen you play and lives in Minnesota would agree with you that it is a little shocking. But so you mentioned the transfer portal that it is a little tough now to know what type of players are gonna stay at schools that you're getting recruited by. And it just college sports in general is like going through a real transition stage with NIL too. And I guess as someone who's in high school right now, obviously getting recruited, uh how much of a difference does stuff like that make to you? And like I don't know, do you think NIL and transfer portal is good for college sports? And do you think it's like going in the right direction, or do you think it's kind of bad that it's kind of like the wild west at this point almost?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it hasn't been around for too long, so I guess kind of just got to see where it goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it is kind of like just free agency out there a little bit, but yeah, but it's gonna be yeah, it'll just be harder to see like for myself, like who's gonna like be there when I get there. You know what I mean? Like just who my teammates are gonna be in the future.
Yeah. Last question I'll have here for you. Kind of on top of the college sports things, especially with basketball, there's a lot other avenues after high school with like the G League Ignite, now Overtime Elite. And I think really this year when you look at like the NBA draft, like the top five really has like only one college player, and there's a lot of guys that are coming from different avenues. Obviously, it seems like you're interested in going the college route, but kind of, I guess, what's your opinion when you see guys you play against on the AU circuit and in high school kind of go those routes?
I think it's cool. Those routes are they're pretty new too, and it's cool. I think it's cool what they're doing. Like it develops players pretty well. And then like even like things like the G League, you can get paid early. Um, but still would lean towards the college route. I think that's the better option, at least for myself.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all I got for you today. I thank you again for taking the time to hop on, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for taking your time.